imagination.
Fantasy-prone people are criticized for fantasizing, except if they fantasize that they have been abducted by a UFO. Then they become a celebrity.
And they will tell you an elaborate story. And the fantasy-prone person will actually be writhing in pain with tears streaming down his or her face as they relive some painful abduction experience that they've just imagined.
And those people tend to be the people who are boundary deficit disordered. They have problems with relationships. They always say, I've always felt like an outsider. I don't feel like I belong. They can't hold jobs. They just have a tough time in life. And telling this person who's been lost and outside and alone that they do belong, that they're an abductee, that they have an identity, and that there are other people just like them, answers all of those questions for them.
Jesse, when you tell people about your experiences, do they believe you?
You know, it's not my job to convince anybody. It's my job just to tell you what I've experienced. If you believe it, fine. If you don't believe it, I don't care.
But Jesse's amazing story can apparently be corroborated. Remember John, Jesse's younger brother? He claims he too was there on that fateful day in 1957.
We're inside of a dome.
John's own hypnosis confirms Jesse's story. And perhaps in an effort to deal with his dark memories, John has built this house for himself in the hills near their boyhood home.
This is evidence that can't be ignored. And the story just gets more and more disturbing. What Jesse says happened to him in 1990 may answer the question that hangs over every abduction account. Why is this being done?
I was driving from California to New Orleans, and right outside of Albuquerque, New Mexico on I-40, my car was lifted off the interstate up into a craft with me in the car. Taken aboard the craft, placed on a table. I was presented with a baby. I was told, this is your child.
What happened then?
And there were 9 other children standing along the wall. They all looked at me, and I could see, yes, they were mine. Each of the children who were standing along the wall walked up to me lying on the table, and they each touched my hand as they walked by and looked me straight in the eyes. And they walked on out of the room. And the message I was getting from them was, we're okay. Thank you.
If you could confront your abductors, what would you say to them?
If I could sit down with one of them right now, I'd ask them one question. I would want to know why me and for what reason.
We have thousands and thousands and thousands of people coming forward with these cases, not only around the United States, but around the world as well.
David Jacobs based his book, The Threat, on the explosive issue of hybrids, the crossbreeding of aliens with humans. For Jacobs, stories like Jesse Long's are only the beginning.
I think we are looking at a catastrophic situation. I think we are looking at a disaster. We are seeing a unified program here with these beings, a program of physiological exploitation by one species of another. And I know this sounds absolutely insane. We're looking at a colonization program in some way.